Welcome to DeCompte. I'm Jake Waterhouse and it's my pleasure to be here to introduce you to a few new segment videos we've put together to share our expertise and global experience in the solutions we've delivered. A key industry application that's really exploded over the last decade is waste to energy. This industry segment is critical for ensuring a more environmental impact of how municipal waste and in fact all types of waste can be handled. We're supplying to many different types of waste to energy plants, whether they be the traditional municipal waste scheme projects or specialist incinerator plants taking medical waste or tyres or in some cases chicken litter. There's certainly a wide range of fuels that can be used. Within these waste to energy plants, in principle of course it's a Rankine cycle steam boiler plant, but there are a few special circumstances, special applications where the expansion joint has to adapt to some critical operating conditions. We have expansion joints installed in a range of locations across waste to energy, from the simple air handling priming air duct systems through to the fuel handling systems, through to boiler and flue gas ductwork, and one of the key applications is the large expansion joint that connects the boiler grate system with the boiler itself. The composition of the flue gas is a key issue in waste to energy, as very often we have VOCs or particulate in the duct that can cause abrasion and chemical change to the flow plate system, steel plate system, and of course the expansion joint and insulation. So we need to consider how the expansion joint can be designed in order to not just help reduce temperature to the membrane to ensure longevity of the joint itself, but also keep temperature up to avoid acid condensation or condensation impacting to the expansion joint systems. The boiler grate is a very special application. It is in the heart of the waste to energy plant, connecting the two key pieces of equipment. The boiler grate, where the combustion takes place and the fuel handling system occurs, and the boiler itself, the heat exchanger system. This boiler grate expansion joint, this connection, wraps around the complete unit, changing direction or orientation, and in some cases being over 20 meters square. It also has to handle an extremely high temperature, high movement, and high particulate that can build up in this location. We're fortunate to be one of the key suppliers in the OEM of these expansion joints, but we're also working very strongly in the aftermarket to support plants in improving reliability. There is always a compromise in how to build a new plant in the most economic way to get operational. And of course, the whole supply chain is affected by that procurement and technical compromise. But when we get to the aftermarket, we can really focus on a much longer life solution. And that means upgrading not just the membrane technology that's used, but also the internal system, providing better protection either by a pulsation barrier or internal membrane, and upgrading the insulation so that we really find a much more reliable approach, a longer life and a more flexible product. Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope there's something you can take away from it. Please do reach out to us. You can use any of the links at the end of this video or any of the platforms that we're on. Thanks again.